Alrighty, so I got back from Canada a couple days ago now, and while I was in Canada, I picked myself up some cigarettes. And so I figured I would try drawing a pack of Canadian cigarettes in today's video and see how it turns out. Is the drawing I'm going to draw of some Canadian cigarettes really going to look like a pack of Canadian cigarettes? Probably not to any extreme degree, but I'm going to be doing my best to make it look like a pack of Canadian cigarettes nonetheless. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about what I'm going to be using to draw and what I'm going to be using as an example to draw with or of in today's video. Today, I'm going to be drawing using this pack as an example right here. This is a pack of Viceroy full cigarettes from Canada. Viceroy is a brand of American cigarettes that is no longer sold in America, and now it's only really sold in Canada and a couple other countries within Europe. And, well, Viceroy is mainly popular within Canada and is mainly known today due to an indie song called Ode to Viceroy by Mac DeMarco. I figured this is a pretty good example of what a Canadian cigarette looks like because it's in a push pack like many Canadian cigarette packs are these days. It's also got the normal size of a Canadian pack of cigarettes. It's a 25 pack as well. So there's a lot of stuff that is distinguishably Canadian about this pack of cigarettes right here. Hence why I'm using an example for this video. Today, I'm going to be drawing in my SOHO Urban Artist Sketchbook. And today, I'm going to be drawing with 3 different writing utensils. I'm going to start with my pencil, with my, with my Pentel Graph Gear 500 0.5 mechanical pencil. This is what I'm going to start with. Then, if I need to erase any of the lines that I draw with my mechanical pencil, I'm going to use my Tombow Mononoke 3.8 mechanical eraser to fix any problems. And then after that, I'm going to use my Pilot G2 ballpoint pen with a not Pilot G2 ballpoint pen. This is a Pilot Metropolitan ballpoint pen with a Pilot G2 0.7mm insert inside of it. Got my words a little bit jumbled up, but that is okay. But now that I've talked about what I'm going to be using to draw with in this video, let's go and get everything out of the way. And let's go ahead and get my sketchbook all opened up to the nearest open page if I possibly can. Let's see. I think I can. Could take me a moment though. There we go. Now that I'm on the nearest open page, let's just go ahead and get it opened up like that. And let's first off make sure that the pack actually fits on the page. Does it fit on the page? It fits pretty decently well, if I do say so myself. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it at a little bit of an angle because I kind of want to do a little bit of a 3-dimensional pack. And what I'm going to do to make this a little bit easier on myself, to make sure that this pack really looks like a pack of Canadian cigarettes and make sure it really fits the size of what a pack of Canadian cigarettes is actually like, I'm actually just going to trace the pack and then I'm going to make it look 3-dimensional from there. So let's just go ahead and just hold it down just like that. Just make sure it's all straightened up. I'm going to go ahead and get some lead out for my pencil just real quick. And I'm just going to go ahead and just trace the pack just like that. There we go. Keep going just like that. And there we go. So there we go. That's the general size of what a Canadian pack of cigarettes is like. Let's just go ahead and put that on screen just so I have an example of what I want to do. I do think I want to do a little bit of a warning label. Want to kind of make this look a little bit more plain than not, but I'm kind of thinking I'm going to change the text and the tax stamp to be not really a text and a tax stamp. It's going to be just like a face instead, but I do want to put a warning label on there that is around about the same size. So let's go ahead and just put this back on. Warning label starts right about there, so I'm just going to have that happen, and the warning label just continues all the way back up. Alrighty, though. So now that this is all done, let's make this look a little bit more 3-dimensional than not. So let's do one going up there, another one kind of going right there, and another one kind of going right there. I'm thinking I'm going to bring that down just like that, and then I'm going to bring this across just like that, and there we go. That looks a little bit more like a Canadian pack of cigarettes than not. Just taking a look at the top of the pack. Do I want to try to make it where something is coming out of the top? Ooh, that would be a little bit more difficult than not, but if I can, I'd like to. That would be pretty cool. I'm not sure how I can really do this, but maybe I can do something like that and just kind of make it look like there's an area right there. So I think that's probably what I'm going to stick with. I'm not going to try to make this like three-dimensional area pop out right here or anything like that. Honestly, I'm not very good with three-dimensional stuff. I don't really have the know-how to do that, but I'm pretty satisfied with how this has turned out so far. I'm going to go ahead and just do a line across just like that now. And now I'm thinking it's time for me to connect that up and just taking a look at this side. There's another warning label right there, and that, so just taking a look, if this was going to be three-dimensional, that would be like right there. So that's going to go like that, I want to say. No, it's not quite right. Let's go ahead and erase that real quick. So let's just erase that line and do that again. So it's going to be more like that, I want to say. Something more like that, I think, is about right. So let's just stick with that for this moment in time. And now that I've got the general sketch of the pack all done, I'm thinking I just kind of want to organize everything else. So I'm just going to have a line going across the top right here. And that line is just going to say like warning right there. And then we're going to have like a little bit of an image right here of somebody who is dead. One of my little drawings is going to have like X's in the eyes and whatnot. And then we're going to have some text right here that's like cigarette dies, cigarette kill you, and stuff like that kind of thing, because Canada loves their warning labels. And I'm thinking that's pretty much all there is to the general sketch that I want to do with my mechanical pencil. So let's go ahead and put that over the side. And now let's get the cap off of my pen, and let's just start going over all the lines real quick. I am going to take off my watch, I will admit, just to make sure that I can get the straight lines that I want and whatnot. I do wear my watch on my dominant hand. It's just my personal preference, but sometimes when I'm drawing, it does get in the way. So let's go ahead and just start going over all these lines, just doing a quick overview of these lines with the pen, or a quick draw, or just draw over, I don't know how you want to call it. And honestly, I don't really know the right way of referring to it as, but I'm just going over, I guess going over all the lines is really the right way of putting it now, isn't it? But just going over all the lines, just like that kind of thing. And I'm going to erase all the pencil lines in just a couple minutes, but just go over just like that kind of thing. Not trying to be like super neat, but trying to just make it a little bit more neat than not. There we go. Just like that. And then I'm going to go and have this line right here, another line right there, and a line going straight down the middle just like that. And there we go. Alrighty, so then now the general sketch is kind of just formatted a little bit more so than not, both in pen and pencil. Let's go ahead and now figure out what I want to say on this side. So we can see on this pack it says, a single stroke can leave you helpless. Cigarettes are a major cause of stroke. That's not going to stop me from smoking cigarettes, frankly put, but I'm sure it scares some people. But I'm trying to think of some more scary text than that. Let's think for a minute. So I'm going to go and just write warning, warning. Warning, warning. They only have one word for warning on this pack. Well, technically two if you count the French one on the other side. But they only have one warning on the front of the pack, which I think is unacceptable, frankly. But for the amount of warning labels on this pack, they only have one thing saying warning. They need at least two. So I've put two on the front of my pack, which is definitely better than a pack of Canadian cigarettes, both look-wise and scary image warning label-wise, I'd have to say. Let's go ahead and just put there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Cigarette death, cigarette equal dead, smoke more, it cool. Boom. I think that's pretty scary in all honesty. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of a drawing on the other side. I think I'm going to do a little bit of, I'm going to do I didn't really leave myself enough room to draw the fish's cigarette, but that is what it is. See, he looks very cool. Looks very cool. There we go. Boom. Big baller move. And now, let's go ahead and just put some squiggly lines up here and whatnot kind of thing. Just some squiggly lines like that. And put some squiggly lines down here as well. A little bit of a squiggly line up here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and add a little bit of a face to the bottom of the pack. So I'm going to go and do a little bit of a nose right there. Have an eye right there. Of an eye on the other side as well, right there. I'm put a mouth going all the way across. Just like that. There we go. Some eyebrows going on as well, I'm thinking. Probably necessary, right? And now I'm going to go and give this pack some arms and legs. That's right. It's a walking, talking pack of cigarettes. So let's go and give it some arms and legs. Just like that. And now that I have done that, I do suppose now it's time for me to go ahead and kind of erase all the pencil lines I had, and then I'm going to go and do another layer with the pen lines, and then after that I think I'm going to be all done. So far, this drawing is turning out okay. It's definitely not like my best drawing in the world by any means, in my personal opinion, but hey, maybe my opinion will change once I continue drawing a little bit more so than not. Well, let's go ahead and start erasing all of the pencil lines now, just like that. I'm just going to go over all the lines, erase all of them, get rid of them all. Make sure they don't show through or nothing like that kind of thing. Thankfully, there's not too many to worry about, but got to get rid of all the ones that are there. And there we go. Just like that, we have erased all of the lines. Let's now go ahead and start doing another layer for the pen lines. So I'm going to be a little bit sloppy. I'm not going to be super neat by any means. My goal isn't to be super neat. I kind of want this pack to look a little bit more not carefree than not, but I don't want it to look super neat. That's not my goal with this drawing, so I'm just going to be kind of going over all the lines a little bit roughly, I do suppose is really the right way of putting it, not really sloppily, because I'm purposefully doing this sort of look, I do suppose, and I made the mistake of getting all the eraser shavings, getting all the eraser ash, whatever you want to call it, eraser dust, all on my desk, which is now distracting me. No biggie, just got rid of all that real quick. But let's go ahead and just continue just doing this. There we go. Just like that. We are almost done doing all the borders now. And I think we're all done with the borders now, so let's just go over all these lines. To make it look a little bit neater than not, or not neater than not, sorry, a little bit darker than not. Just kind of finish up the drawing with going over these lines and all the other ones soon as well. we go. And then now I'm going to go ahead and do another layer on the fish. I am kind of regretting going for the sort of sloppy, rough look with this drawing, I will acknowledge. I do kind of think I'd like this a little bit more right now if I had gone for a slightly neater look. I kind of wanted to try the sort of rough look, make it look a little bit edgy. I don't know, I'm just not really the biggest fan of it, in all honesty. I do think it could be better if I did a different approach with these second layers, with this second layer of lines. But it was worth trying and worth giving a go. I didn't really think too much about it, in all honesty. I kind of just went with the flow. I did consider it, but I don't know. Things to consider for the future. Let's see. Just go ahead and just continue going like that. And now I just got to go over all the text and then the face and then the arms and the legs, and I think I'm going to be all done. So basically, it's just the repetitive process of just going over everything now. Nothing too much going on. Just got to go over all the lines. There we go, just like that. Let's go ahead and just keep going over the letters. Just kind of following the lines I've already drawn. Just going over. Nothing too much. Just like that. I will admit, this D, I am very happy with it. Don't take that clip out of context. I'm very happy with this letter I drew right here, the D. It's a very satisfying looking one, in my opinion. Don't take that clip out of context, as said. There we go. Cigarette equal dead. Almost done. I'm going to go ahead and just stretch out my hand real quick. I've been clenching my pen too hard. I have that bad habit. I do that a lot of times, in all honesty. I really shouldn't do that, but been clenching my pen a little bit too hard. As I said, it's something I really shouldn't do, but it's a bad habit of mine to just clench it super hard. There we go. Just like that. And now we're into the final words. And then now we got to go over the face. Let's go ahead and start with the eyebrows, I'm thinking. Just because they're right there. And go over that line. Go down. Now for the eyes. Just do the top lines first. And now I'm basically just trying to clean stuff up. I do think I went a little bit hard with the roughness sort of style. I think I definitely should have gone for a little bit of a smoother style, something a little bit neater. But I wouldn't say I'm unhappy with this drawing. I wouldn't say I'm unhappy with it. I'm just not the most happy with it either. I don't consider it bad. I also don't consider it my best drawing I've ever done. But as a whole, this is my drawing of a Canadian pack of cigarettes. I just had one little piece of pencil right there. I got to erase just right there. Just go and erase that. Just like that. There we go. Looking much better now. But, you know, as a whole, I would have to admit that I am more satisfied with this than not. There's just a couple of more areas that I want to kind of clean up. Like this up here, kind of want to clean that up just a little bit. And there we go. I think I might just add a little bit more right there and a little bit more right there as well. But, you know, I think that's the drawing pretty much all done. Well, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this drawing. Do you guys like it? Do you guys not? Let me know in the comments down below. And do you guys think it looks like a pack of Canadian cigarettes? I sure do think it does, in all honesty. I sure do think that this looks like a Canadian pack of cigarettes, although definitely a stylized version of one. But, you know, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this drawing. Do you guys like it? Do you guys not? Let me know in the comments down below as said. And of course, as well, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. Box, and my main channel all in the description down below. Go check it all out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Till the next one, stay safe in peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, and I'm saying.